If you have knee pain on stairs, then I'm going to take you through 5 exercises that you can do at home to try and improve this. My name's Luke, I'm an advanced physiotherapist, and I'm going to take you step by step how to complete each one. So exercise number 1 is actually going to be a step up. Now I know it sounds a bit counterintuitive, but with most things that are uncomfortable, we can normally regress them back to a level that your symptoms are happy with. And that is what we want to do 9 times out of 10, because it's a very slippery slope to avoiding things and gradually doing less and less. So how do we regress stepping up? If my left knee is the sore one, we're going to start off with just having the left knee on the step. We're just doing this on the bottom step at home. Now, regressions include holding on one side. They also include holding on another side, and they can include working through less movement. So all we're going to do is step up on that left side and then step back down again. Step up on the left side and step back down again. If you found that that was still too sore, you could just put a little bit of pressure through the leg, but not fully extend through the knee. So it is just about conditioning your knee to do the things that you want it to do. If over time that did become easier, then a progression would be less support. A further progression could be not resting in between each step down. You just tap, come back up, tap, and come back up. But that's probably enough progression for a good number of weeks. A lot of the time we struggle with stairs because of lower limb weakness. So I'm going to take you through a few exercises to address that and to try and build up some strength. So similarly with the step up, with this exercise you can hold on both sides to make sure you're confident and secure. Back of the chair, both sides will work quite well. I'm going to use the wall. You're going, it looks a bit like a lunge, but it's not. We're going to keep our feet in exactly the same place. And this is a down-up movement, not a forwards and backwards movement. So this is a split squat. And I just want you to work through a range that feels comfortable and manageable for you. Do try and make sure that you have a nice big step. If you do take a small step, particularly if you do have some knee pain, your knee has to come right over your toe in order to get down, and that can put pressure on the kneecap joint, which could be sore. So you're just going to work through a range that feels comfortable, and then if you can progress over time, the idea would be that you go lower, and with a bit more time you can work through slightly more range. You would have to double up and do the same thing on the other side so that we keep things nice and even, left and right. Another great exercise for hip and knee strength is a sit to stand. And that is what it says on the tin. So you can either have hands out in front or across your chest. And all you're going to do is, in a nice, slow, controlled way, sit to stand. And this is a really nice build up to a squat, because having the chair behind you is a really good cue of the direction your hips need to go in. It's not this, a squat doesn't look like this. It is knees behind toes, sticking your bum out, basically. So a nice way of offloading that front of the knee by getting your hips right back and keeping your knees behind your toes. The next exercise is a calf raise. So calf strength is really important for walking propulsion, but also propulsion upstairs. So hold on to something. This is not a balance exercise, so don't be off balance to try and complete this exercise. You're basically going to roll up onto your toes and slowly back down. Up onto your toes, slowly back down. I'll show you from the back so you can see what's happening. If your calves are already relatively strong and you can do 10 of these and feel like it's quite easy, what I want you to try is see if you can do it on one leg. So we're going to increase the amount of load by going onto one leg. Same movement all the way up onto your toes, See if you can get up onto the first and second toe, slowly back down again. Obviously you will have to double up if you decide to do that, so you can work on strength both sides. The last exercise is going to facilitate coming down stairs. Same principle as the first one. We are just trying to condition your knee to do what we would like it to do. But I have left it till last because it is often the most challenging. So I'm going to show you on my right side. If you have a step like this, one option that you have to make it easier straight away is taking the little stilt off the bottom. That will make the step shallower, or if you just have a shallower step at home, you can try it on that first. Ultimately, this is the aim. Trying to touch the foot that's not doing the work on the floor. But regressions would include, in terms of where you might be happy starting off, only going halfway. So working through less range and then building up over time. As you can see, I'm already holding on. So that would be one way that you can regress. If you're doing this on the bottom step at home, you could probably hold on both sides. And if you wanted to progress similar to before, you would just tap and come back up, tap and come back up without having that rest in between. I hope you found that helpful. If you did and you would like a more structured approach to managing your knee joint pain, I have written the ultimate osteoarthritis self-help guide to help you manage your symptoms better at home. There is a link for more information to the book in the description below the video, and there's lots of free help on the Genuine Physio YouTube channel when it comes to joint pain and osteoarthritis, so be sure to check it out. And whilst you are doing that, I look forward to seeing you in the next one.